McManus about ready to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Returning it, John Ross. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones going right back to Galladay. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Giants needed and went out and got a bona fide #1 receiver in Kenny Galladay from Detroit, where he spent 4 seasons and twice went over 1,000 yards. He'll really help the young quarterback, Daniel Jones.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. To Barkley on the check down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a
Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Powers through him. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Jones on 3rd down.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Block now to throw.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Time rolls around. Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. From the 39, Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Locke.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Now Locke again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from the former Duke man, Daniel Jones. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Locke off of play action. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on
on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Jones throwing on 1st down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley and powering through at the 35. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. A beautiful fake, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it was finished up by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They look to throw. It's Locke. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Saquon Barkley running right. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment